Hello.
And welcome to yet another Central Podcast Entertainment episode.
In person this time.
Finally.
Yep. I am MZP.
I'm Neo spokesman.
Can you get out my shop?
Well, hey, it's
Like,
hard to fit
It's
everyone.
your WWE World Heavyweight Champion and your Intercontinental Champion and your birthday boy week. Kinda, it was my birthday a couple days ago. So, get on my shot. And J-Rock, of course.
Who beat both of us in the same night? He Chris Jericho'd us in 2K15.
We put him over big time. So.
In a fatal four-way match for the world title. With The Rock defending.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels as the hardcore champion.
None of us were even the champion.
Well, you were a champion. Jay was a champion. I wasn't a champion, but The Rock was.
Well, The Rock was the computer.
Yes.
All right, so
I am now champion on Universe and.
It's easier to see. Oh, yeah.
So, all right, so we're gonna get right into Survivor Series along with Monday Night Raw.
Time to tear this pay-per-view apart.
Yep.
Rip it.
Let's do this.
Matches edges.
Let the ref begin.
So the pre-show began with a traditional Survivor Series
5-on-5.
Now I don't understand is why couldn't you have put this on the actual card?
Yeah,
especially with what happened when we get the big surprise that Stardust is a team captain for his team, and then for the opposite team, Goldust appears.
Well,
why couldn't we have gotten that for the actual show?
I know. Plus, there's no story to this either. Last year,
this was just a thrown-in thing. They just threw in Goldust.
Wow, is this what Dewey thinks about Survivor Series now? We don't care about these tag team matches anymore. We're just gonna throw them together just like anything else.
And that's not even the worst part of these Survivor Series tag team matches. The worst part is that the baby faces completely dismantled the heels, which like they really bullied them. Like Stardust, I think, was the last man in this one. Everyone else was eliminated. I think Neville was actually the only one eliminated from the babyface team, and the survivors were Titus O'Neil, Goldust, and I believe the Dudleys.
What if WWE creative were like, wait, we have the babyface.
If they were going to eliminate one babyface, why couldn't it have been Titus O'Neil? They had to eliminate Neville? Come on.
Well, what if the creator was like, or imagine, so like, but we need to have the baby faces get real strong. It's the good guys have to win. Well, at least get some of them eliminated.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, the baby faces win. That's fine. But they just completely dismantled all the heel teams. It could have been it would have been a lot better if it was an even kind of thing.
Yes, but no.
But no, of course we got to have the baby faces go over strong. For some reason, even though we're not going to push them later in the future.
Still, wait. Did the SmackDown vs. Raw Survivor Series tag team match 10 years ago have a story?
Yeah, because it was for brand supremacy.
Yes, but
that was the story.
Yeah,
what's the story here? Nothing.
There should have. Yeah, especially with the second Survivor Series tag team match that was on the card, which had no story compared to last year.
Oh God,
this is terrible.
Last year had a.
Well, we might as well talk about that Survivor Series match. You got Team Ryback, which was Ryback, Usos, and the Lucha Dragons.
I guess they're all hungry.
versus the New Day, which I was fine with because it was the New Day. Sheamus and King Barrett.
I don't remember anything in that match.
Together. They haven't been.
That's forgetful. I don't remember a single pick in the match.
They're not an official tag team, but they're tagging every Monday Night Raw and every Thursday SmackDown.
Well, it's not really doing anything for anyone else, apparently.
The saddest part is what happened later on in the night with Sheamus, and even
we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's the same. But it was the same thing from the other Survivor Series tag team match on the pre-show, where Sheamus was the only legal man. Big E was the only one eliminated from the New Day team because Kofi and Xavier went to
slightly to left. He went slightly to left.
Yeah, they carried.
So all of us can see. Okay, slightly to left. Okay,
they carried Big E back, and they were gone the rest of the match. So it was only Sheamus after Barrett got eliminated and Big E got eliminated, and then he was creamed by Ryback, Jay. Was it Jay or Jimmy Uso? Either one.
Jimmy. Well, it doesn't matter.
They're the same. Either Uso and Kalisto.
Wait.
He gets jobbed out by all three of those guys.
It would have been better. It would have been better. I think I remember that part. But it would have been better if the New Day were the last three guys remaining, and then somehow New Day finds a way to get the win. That
I would. They win. We actually liked him now.
Yeah, I would have been fine with New Day. A heel actually have a heel team win, like actually have the New Day team win.
But
yeah,
no,
it's a number.
No.
It's their number. Like, isn't it their first year anniversary, something like that?
Well, that was on Raw.
Oh, okay.
Which on Raw they celebrated their 1 year anniversary.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Bad.
Yeah. And then they were just the whole time they were just crapping on the country music in Nashville. And
that's racist.
And then the Usos and Lucha Dragons wanted a shot after they had they wanted an open challenge, but then they were like, "Oh, nobody gets it. Nobody gets the shot now."
That's terrible.
Like, Jay just came back. I don't know why he's thinking he could just. I need to understand that Usos are high flyers and this that, but like you just came out of a serious arm, whatever he had going on. So I think he should lay off with the high flying and all that crazy crap.
Wait, who? Oh,
Jay, I think.
No, on the other hand, Jimmy, he knows how to. At least I think he knows how to handle himself.
Then on to the first singles match
of
the night, which is
I mean the first singles match
Owens versus Ambrose.
No, it was Reigns and Del Rio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reigns,
Well,
boom, pow, get him out.
And Ambrose Owens. Obviously, Ambrose.
It would have been better if it were Owens, but hey.
Actually, no.
Well,
like
it made cool later on.
No, but it makes sense story wise.
Two friends
and you think about it, it's the Survivor Series. It's the same place where those two debuted at the exact same night as the Shield coming into WWE together.
Yes.
So story wise, it made sense.
But going into the match in which it happened, that match ended a bit too quickly with not too much story.
But we'll get to that.
JoJo more camera time. She was interviewing Roman.
Why are you talking about JoJo? Oh yeah, because she was interviewing.
Yeah.
She was just looking.
I mean, but the matches though itself between Reigns, Del Rio, and Owens and Ambrose were pretty good. I'll give it that. They were okay.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't anything special, but they were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Charlotte versus Paige. Oh boy, this was atrocious.
I was playing darts when this match was going on. So.
I felt bad because I thought those two were actually going to be good.
Yeah.
It was, oh my god, I am so lucky I didn't watch this match live because I wouldn't have been able to fast forward through the thing.
What, the match was that terrible?
Move out of my camera.
Even when they try to do a spot where Charlotte spears Paige off the barricade,
yeah,
it still didn't do nothing.
It botched.
It botched. Yeah, it botched.
That's gonna be botchamania. That's making botchamania right there.
It's not that easy though.
I know,
but still, it's gonna make botchamania.
What are your thoughts since you're the diva guy?
Well, I don't like 82 divas, so. I at the start of it, I was like, I know I told you I like.
Well, you said you wanted Charlotte to win, but she won. So
yeah, but then I like Paige because I was like, oh, Paige, I like her though because I like her attitude and I like how she's on this mean girl thing. But then in the match, I was just like, I don't know because Charlotte and Paige, they don't make good chemistry in a match like say Naomi and Natalia do. They don't have that like you have to have that chemistry in the ring.
Exactly.
And they don't have that.
Obviously, we could tell they didn't have that much chemistry.
Yeah, like you see NXT matches just because they came from NXT or whatever, and Paige helped Charlotte personally. It doesn't have anything to do. But like say Sasha and Becky, they have more chemistry.
What I think is that was the idea. I think that was what their mentality was going into the. They're like, oh, they're from NXT. They're gonna tear the house down.
No,
not gonna be the same thing when you're in WWE.
And plus, at least for on the bright side, Paige didn't mention Reed Flair or anything like that during the match.
Yeah, that was the thing though. I'm glad they actually cut that. Like when they showed like the promo and everything, they didn't show Paige like saying that line about Reed Flair.
Mm-hmm.
At least they were smart enough to be like, yeah, that was a bad idea. Let's scratch that. Which okay, that's great.
Okay.
But then we get to Raw and they did a rematch for it on Raw. Which was even more horrendous.
No, I understand. Hold up, I understand what Paige talking about doing the cheating thing. Because even at the end of the match, when she speared her, she went for the figure 8. I was like, Paige, you're right under the ropes. I grabbed the ropes, and she tapped out. I was like, even he knows. I was like,
Yeah, I
Lazy
was
booking,
pretty, yeah,
lazy
I was pretty
booking.
confused too. Like she was literally under the ropes.
That should have been like
Even though on Raw, Paige made the argument, she was like she was cheating, she was under the rope, but
she
still,
was. I was like, you could have just grabbed the ropes.
No.
You were so close. At least Charlotte, being the veteran that she was, she should have pulled Paige more into the middle of the ring. But as her motive was,
what's even more like upsetting is like they had to do the rematch right on Raw the next night.
What? Like the first match?
They do that all the time.
But like
they do that all the time. When Nikki and Paige had their thing at Money in the Bank, the next night they had it. When Naomi and Nikki had their thing and Brie interfered, the next night they have it. They do this all the time.
They also kind of do this with like every pay-per-view match. They're like, oh well, this pay-per-view match happened. Let's make a rematch for Raw the next night. It's like no,
people who didn't
stop
see it,
doing this.
Like no,
it's not helping anybody.
Make it different. Like after the night after WrestleMania, when it was like that tag team match, they technically did the same thing, but they just added 6 deals and they changed the storyline completely. Like, let's change it. Don't just have the same match because you're gonna get the same result. There's never been a time, I don't think, where the person has defended the title completely, but then the next night he loses it.
What is
Why
WWE going to do? What are they gonna do? Wake
Stupid.
up already!
So we get to
Please wake up.
so then we get to Tyler Breeze defeating Dolph Ziggler.
His first loss at Survivor Series. He's 5-1, I think, right now.
But
I saw it coming. I like Dolph really much. He's like one of my favorite. He's like got the top 3 or top 5. But I kind of saw it like, yeah, give him. He's fresh meat, whatever you want to call him. He's just coming up. Let him beat the person he's being compared to all the time, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, 2 love childs going at it. That was the only good thing about it.
But yeah, I mean, it was an okay match itself. I didn't
nothing really spectacular or interesting.
I didn't even pay attention to that much in the match. It is what it was.
I just saw the ending. I was like, okay, he hit the booty shot, whatever.
Then we get to Brothers of Destruction defeating the Wyatt family.
Yeah.
Undertaker's entrance.
That was a pretty good entrance.
Yeah, that was cool. Saying, hey, it's open. Okay, Kane comes in, does his thing, then explosion.
Then Taker
comes out, open casket.
You see the flaming Undertaker signs on the thing.
Yes.
And what was even cool is like just like that door. Like I was like,
no,
what's that door?
It's more like a casket.
Yeah, like that.
Like a door.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Show each version of the Undertaker over the
years.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, that is really cool.
I was on Twitter during the match or during the entrance. And somebody tweeted, it would make sense for the Wyatt family to win. And I'm just like, what on God's green earth would make you say that? It's his the day he first started wrestling in 1990, he would lose his match. And WWE did that.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't really help.
Taker, I knew going in Brothers of Destruction was going to win. I was perfectly fine with it.
So was I. Even though this wasn't much of a good, solid match.
It wasn't an Undertaker classic.
Yeah,
but the right people won, and it was just to end that whole thing.
Still, it would have been better if it was 2-on-4 instead of 2-on-2 because it was like, start the match. One of the Wyatt family gets involved. Boom, we take you out. Then you two. Then whoever's two, and then Luke and Bray Wyatt in there, we fight those two, and then we take a Braun Strowman, and then...
I still don't get why the Wyatt family's back together. They broke up out of nowhere. Then you see Eric Rowan and Luke Harper going at it. Eric Rowan turned face. Then he did that whole Survivor Series.
Then Luke Harper joins back with
I guess,
Bray Wyatt.
And I think now, after this whole thing, the Wyatt family is going to have a rivalry with the Dudleys, which is probably going to be pretty forgettable.
I thought it kind of already is. And that's the Dudley boys versus the Wyatt family.
And it sticks out to be the case, even though the Dudley boys said that they wanted to work with the Wyatt family, and that would have been probably a good fantasy match. But with the
Wyatt family beat. I think it was Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt. They defeated the Dudleys on Raw.
Oh, SmackDown.
Well, on Raw too, they beat them.
Okay.
Unless that's
I believe on
yeah.
Of course they did. Why not?
Wait, what?
I saw one of those.
Of course, WWE would book a rematch for them on SmackDown. Why?
I saw Dudley
nothing new.
Well, unless we get Dudleys versus 2 members of the Wyatt family in a TLC match, then that's probably gonna do something good. Hopefully.
I'm glad they didn't give the Dudleys the titles. It was everybody thought they're gonna win the title on the first shot. Oh no, they're gonna win the title on the second, or they're gonna win the third on the third, but they never won. So.
All right, now on to something to really rant about.
The main event now.
Yep.
Wow,
really?
and we're only 14 minutes in.
So, So the finals, it was Ambrose and Reigns, and I actually thought it was gonna be something good.
But it
But
just turned out.
it just came across as too rushed and
It was
too
a
like.
finisher match, basically.
Yeah, it was just like, just gonna do some
I feel like
finishers and spears.
yeah, it's like they really rushed this whole match.
Come on, this is a tale of two friends here. Like when
Like this actually had a story going in. These are two guys that came in as the Shield and they're brothers and everything, and they just rushed this whole match.
like
It could have been so much better.
yes, if they were given more time, but
Yeah, the
No.
closing moments when everybody thought
Like
that
more time,
Dean-
like you had plenty of time. The show closed out in 2 hours and 48 minutes. It should have been solid 3 hours.
well, yeah, there should be with like a
Yeah.
20, 15 or 20-minute
Yeah,
match. At least.
they could have had more time for this match. Except they feel like they needed a rush.
Apparently so, and then we got spare chambers for like a second time. What? We got a new
And then-
champion.
And the crowd wasn't even
They were
with it,
booing.
and they were booing Reigns the whole night.
That's like understandable.
Confetti everywhere. Yeah. Then Triple H comes
Hold
And it
on,
out.
wasn't, and
hold on,
it
hold
didn't
on.
even feel like
Hold
that
on.
great of a celebration.
No, it did not. You
Hold on,
overdid it.
They ruined that whole title celebration for Roman Reigns, and that's a shame because he deserved a lot better celebration than that.
Exactly.
And then the closing moments of the match when Ambrose and everybody's thinking Ambrose is gonna turn on Reigns and everything, and then what he does, gives him a hug, and he walks out, and then he walks out completely. So
Then Triple H comes in. It's like,
think he's gonna
And then-
shake
his
my hand.
And then
no,
I thought, all right, this is the moment of redemption if they could turn Reigns heel and just have him like shake hands out of nowhere. But of course
I felt
they have
Sheamus
him.
coming. I felt Sheamus coming.
And then
yeah,
the spear,
Sheamus comes in.
and then-
Bro, kick
And then after that, I was like,
One.
and then after he speared him, immediately I was like, they're gonna have Sheamus come in right there. And of course, Sheamus comes
Bro,
in.
kick!
One,
What?
two,
Kicks
kick
out.
I
It's
think
like-
he's going for a spear, but
I
then
thought
he
it was
gets
like,
bro kicked again.
yeah, spear. Yeah, I thought it was like, this is gonna spear him to get the win. Oh, bro, kick cover. 1, 2, 3, new champion, Sheamus. No, this is terrible booking.
Sheamus
This is the last thing we need.
So-
ratings are down. You want to make Sheamus
Yeah, so
champion?
let's let the fans will remember he got jobbed out by Ryback, Kalisto, and Jey Uso earlier on in the night, and let's just make him world champion. That is an awesome idea. Great job.
Wow, ratings are going down. Are you that stupid?
How is
Like,
this
just freaking
good
coffee and
entertainment?
wait-
How are we supposed to take Sheamus seriously as a world champion?
We forgot
if
he was the
got-
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we
Come
forgot he
on.
was Money in the Bank.
I wonder if we're gonna forget he's champion.
And now I'm also forgetting all the time. Even on WWE.com today, I was just going through it. I was like, nope. I'm making believe Reigns or Ambrose is world champion. Nope.
The Reigns should be champion. Like, what if
Ugh.
that just sucks?
But
because-
more than likely, Reigns is gonna get at WrestleMania, just like what they did with Daniel Bryan. Oh wait, they made memes about, oh hey, this is similar to the Daniel Bryan story 2 years ago.
him getting screwed over at Triple H. Yeah, they even said that. It was a meme. Like on
That was
Facebook.
that.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, where have I seen this before?
Actually,
crap.
Al texted me that meme
The
the next. Yeah, right
next
after,
night,
or the day after Survivor Series.
what is WWE thinking? What are they doing? They better do.
But
I
here
want
was
a
the thing.
personal call with Miss McMahon and freaking annihilate him.
That's not even a
till he
word.
dies.
Annihilate.
But here was the
Annihilate.
Here was the other thing, which I thought they could have. It was a real missed opportunity.
for Sheamus.
No, for Reigns.
yeah,
Because at the end of Survivor Series, like after Sheamus walks out the champion,
Mhm.
and you see Reigns like laying there, and he's like about to break down crying.
Mhm.
I'm like, that is a perfect opportunity to get fans behind Roman Reigns. Like the next night on Raw,
They were
you
behind
you like the next night on Raw. What they should do is just have Reigns be like depressed or upset or angry or
similar
pissed
to
off.
similar to Xena after WrestleMania 28.
Yeah,
Oh,
be
yeah.
pissed off or whatever, or like go on a rampage and just tear through locker rooms, or just do a lot of crap, or just get beat down by the end of the night, just
To
like
do-
they did Daniel Bryan.
To get behind, to get people behind him.
Yeah,
But,
but no. Shame on me for thinking that WWE would even consider that, because on the opening of Raw, when the Authority come out and they introduce Sheamus as world champion, and Sheamus goes, "Who looks stupid now, fella?"
You
all
do.
that crap. Roman Reigns comes out and he's just smiling away like nothing frickin' happened. Are you kidding me?
What? This doesn't make any sense. Like, you suffered a huge loss.
He's just like, it's okay. I'll get my rematch. It's all good. And everything.
What? Only when it's Xena or Orton does it actually matter? Oh, lost to The Rock. 1, 2,
It's like,
3.
how does this work psychologically wise? You, like, for all this year, he had opportunities after opportunities to be world champion. All those opportunities were taken away from him. And then now and then at Survivor Series, he actually won and got the belt. He had it in his belt, and then boom, snapped away, and he's just gonna come out smiling.
Imagine what his daughter thought.
If that was me, I would have been pissed the hell off.
Exactly.
Or you totally would have wanted to fire somebody. Like,
and plus
what
your
kind
daughter,
or
your
just
daughter's watching you. She's just like,
I would have been pissed off. But Reigns is just coming out smiling, like, dude, you had your dream in your hands, and then and then in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, it's taken away from you.
And if we're comparing this to Daniel Bryan, look at Daniel Bryan. He did the exact opposite. He was upset. He spray painted Randy Orton's new car. He rebelled. He tried to go to the authority, and this got beaten up all the way to WrestleMania and finally won the title.
And not only that, like, also here's the other difference between that Daniel Bryan storyline and Reigns. What happened was at the end of the night with Raw when Daniel Bryan lost, he got beat down by the Shield and the Authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what happened at the end of the night. Rusev just returns, and then they have a match.
Like somebody cares.
Rusev returns, and then all of a sudden Reigns
returns. I thought he was.
He was injured, but then all of a sudden
for a few weeks. Yeah, for weeks.
And then he comes back. He attacks Reigns at that promo. At the end of that promo, which was all right, I guess, because, to try and build up Reigns a little bit, to get some sympathy towards him. Mm-hmm. I guess that could have worked. But then, in the main event, it ends with a disqualification when, out of freaking nowhere, King Barrett shows up. I'm like,
what are you doing here?
Why is Barrett here?
Can you please have called him King Barrett? Because I feel like that was 2 years ago, and that's like...
And beats up Reigns.
And I'm like, okay, this will probably be a new faction for Sheamus to make him actual serious as a heel and nobody to mess with. But no, of course they miss another opportunity to do that because after that, Reigns just gets a chair and beats the crap out of all three of them to end the night.
Well, at least they show he was upset,
but still, they could have at least had like all three of those factions beat down Reigns like mercilessly to show that Sheamus is not to be messed with as a champion. But no, Reigns just beats the hell out of Rusev, Barrett, and Sheamus with the chair to close the night. And we're supposed to take Sheamus seriously as a champion.
This makes me sad that Seth Rollins got injured because Seth Rollins actually made us want to hate him and want somebody else to be champion so bad. Now they're just playing around. Hey, let's put the person everybody calls stupid as champion, and let's like make Roman Reigns pay for something he might have did, and it's just like
it's just not working.
Seth Rollins, like,
it's not clicking.
Can you like heal faster so you can come back? Because we can't deal with this much longer. We can't deal with this for 9 months.
One could only no. Well, what would be even worse? I guess what would be even worse is that TLC Reigns gets the title then, just like Goldberg and Triple H. We're not giving you the world title. Officially at that moment when it seemed like the best time, no one gave it to you. The next pay-per-view when it's the worst time or not even the best time.
No, give it.
And how are you supposed to take this match seriously? Like,
I'm not at all.
Like with Reigns and Sheamus for the TLC match for the WWE World title.
It stinks to be at the point where like we don't even want to watch the main event world title match anymore. Like it's not even
interesting.
Was like What if we're almost like okay now we're gonna make Sheamus choice because now we're going to WrestleMania season where it actually matters.
Think about this. TLC is I know I said this before. It's I hope they're still not building that Charlotte and Paige thing for TLC because they're gonna break down that match with Sasha Chance because it's her hometown.
Wait, you're being called.
I know. I'll get that.
But what are we gonna do?
WWE, if you watch this,
Hey, what's up?
Do better booking.
Alright, did you tell him? Did you tell them? Tell mom or dad? Okay.
What's next?
No. I got
No,
nothing
no.
but weakness.
Ken was gonna go with us, but he's got stuff to do, but so he's gonna come in. Okay. Alright, just, pick me up when, like around that time when we're all, gonna go. Alright, bye.
But yeah, Mike, what are your thoughts on that? If Reigns gets the title then, just like we did with Goldberg and like we did with Charlotte.
Wait, what was the question again?
What are your thoughts if Reigns gets the title at TLC just like they did with Goldberg and Charlotte with those titles?
Oh, God. Like, I mean, I don't even know what to think about this anymore. I really don't. I'm starting to lose interest now in WWE again.
We've already lost interest, and we're still watching it.
I feel like now we should just stop watching it because at this point it's just like it's just not even like it's just not even
Suitable.
entertaining. It's not even the. I feel like only watching. I feel like we should only just watch NXT and Ring of Honor and all that.
Speaking of
Well,
NXT,
unless I also said this, what if they finally start making Sheamus seriously as a champion come Royal Rumble going into WrestleMania
they
season
should be doing
because
this
it's that
now,
important?
not Royal Rumble, not 2 months, 3 months.
I
Away.
feel
They
like
should be
that's
doing it
what
right now.
I feel like that's what they would do because they care about WrestleMania season more than anything else.
They want to make
And
everything. They
partially
want to do
SummerSlam.
everything good at Royal Rumble. Like you have to do it now, so when Royal Rumble comes, you can actually do it. Right now, you're making Sheamus look weak, pathetic. Not how you want him to be strong. You want people to start calling him stupid.
Well, if you did,
You want people to actually start liking him, but you can't just do the stupid crap that you're doing now. Roman Reigns, people like Roman Reigns.
partially.
Partially. Just understand they don't like Roman Reigns. They feel like he's gonna be the next John Cena. I don't believe that because I don't think they treated John Cena that badly.
Nah, they could do that.
Where John Cena is a freaking 15-time world champion and Roman Reigns is champion for 3 minutes, and you guys want him to like build a legacy off the Samoan family or whatever. Then you have like people who have been waiting for opportunity, but you have NXT people coming in like jumping the line and taking it. Like that's stupid. Like, can you please wake up or get new creative team because you guys are not doing anything.
Well, I guess I got.
And here's another reason why the Raw rating went down. They gave Swagger promo time. Oh boy. And I managed to see the promo between him and Del Rio, and I couldn't even understand a word Swagger was saying. I'm sorry, his lisp is that freaking bad.
I didn't even. I gotta look at a Jack Swagger promo.
His lisp in that. Oh my god, he didn't improve. He got worse with that lisp.
I need to see one of his promos and figure out.
Breaking up with him and Zeb was the worst thing. He really needs a mouthpiece because he is not good on that mic.
Okay. Well, I guess I got two things that. Okay. Well, we can get to that too, but for Reigns to win the title WrestleMania, still not much of a good decision. Even though, unless they find a way to get someone behind, get people behind Reigns, and secondly, might be a third thing, but secondly, unless the ratings imagine this at the end of the year, the final Raw of 2015 is less than 1 million people watching the show. And
I feel like that's where it's going.
If that's where it goes, and then suddenly in 2016 they actually decide to care more about making good quality wrestling television, then okay, then here we go.
It just
gotta watch it on YouTube. They don't even watch the full Raw. Like when I see WWE's views on YouTube, they get like 2 million, 3 million views just for like a certain match because nobody wants to watch the full thing.
Exactly, that's why people tune out because they don't want to see the whole thing. They don't want to see 3 hours of nonsense, 3 hours of this stuff. I watch on Hulu because I don't even want to watch 3 hours of the nonsense.
That's 90 minutes of the best.
I'd rather pay $7.99 a month to watch 90-minute version of Raw than pay for nothing and watch 3 hours of Raw. That's how bad it's gotten for me.
Okay, well, it feels like if we actually do, I agree, if we actually do get to the point where, like, well, if you stop watching,
I'm almost at that point where I'm gonna stop watching again
If
and
you
just watch NXT and Ring of Honor and
Lucha Underground, when that comes,
and all I'm definitely watching Lucha Underground either way when it comes back.
yeah.
I'm definitely watching that.
And also, we might as well just, like, if possible, include some more W Network commentary stuff since now, well, I forgot what I was going to say next.
Yeah, definitely watch some, probably watch some Breaking Ground, probably watch some, other documentaries or old pay-per-views.
Yes,
or whatever.
to talk about when WWE was great, but apparently can't make itself great right now.
Or the main event thing. I was watching a match.
What do you mean event? You mean the show main event?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, basically.
I haven't watched that in years.
I was just it wasn't, the dude doesn't post it at all.
On the
Basically,
network? No, it kind of
no, because everybody knows Nikki got her injury, so she's not like on the road. But Brie and Alicia have been competing like at main event as superstars, and they have.
Oh wait, Nikki's injured?
Yeah, she has like a back or neck something to that nature. So she's home with John. I feel like it's a joke because John is doing a reality show. So she just.
I feel like they're just taking time off just to be together or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's reasonable because they're together, but they're not like they can't actually like stay together.
Well, I don't know if I can fully say these words, but not even if it was close to December. I meant the last Raw of December of this year.
I mean, we'll probably just end up just watching WrestleMania anyway.
But I was gonna be like, okay, it feels like this is literally or officially the worst year in wrestling history.
I couldn't have agreed with you more.
Yes, we lost Dusty Rhodes. We lost Roddy Piper. Our WWE's top stars like Cesaro, Cena, Orton, even though that's two guys.
Rollins got hurt.
Yes.
A lot of people got hurt this year.
Yes, and now Raw's already going down the dumps with less than 3 million views. Keep going down.
And they've been losing viewership, and this is the lowest they've been since 1997.
I won't be surprised if they get the lowest Raw rating this year, which will be the lowest Raw rating in history.
They're gonna get it up by next year.
Won't be surprised.
Eventually, they're gonna get it up.
They gotta get their butts into gear or something.
They have to. But anyway, it was basically Naomi versus Alicia. We've seen it plenty of times, but it was interesting because Naomi being a heel and everything, she's still getting, even though it's been late, she's still getting used to that heel tactic, whatever you say.
Tactic.
Yeah. So basically, they're just going at it. Team Matter doing the heel things, but the thing I don't get is Team Bell supposed to be a heel. They're putting more as a face, but then the next night on Superstars or whatever, they want to have her go against Charlotte, Brie or whatever.
Well, it's part of being a tweener.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, Naomi brings back her more love submission move, the Slay Mission. That's what it's called. Basically, it's spider twist kind of. It was really cool, and she made Alicia. The reason I show Kenneth reason they stop letting her use it is because they can't tap out because the way she has her arms.
Yes, you showed me.
It's hard to tap out, so she just like. I guess they let her use it again, so she used it. And
I guess lastly, just to call this off, and talking about before we get to NXT, I guess, is that if we actually get to definitely get to the point where like, okay, we're not gonna watch the W anymore. Are we gonna stop watching after WrestleMania? No, the Raw after WrestleMania, and then go ours. And then
I'm pretty sure we'll be watching WrestleMania and the Raw after WrestleMania.
And then after that, we might as well
if I were to stop watching now. Like, if I were to stop watching, I definitely not watch. I would definitely watch Royal Rumble and
possibly Fastlane.
And I don't know really about Fastlane. If the card's good, then I would. If I think the card looks interesting, then maybe. But definitely WrestleMania.
Can't miss that. Definitely.
I can't miss it. No. Because I'm sure they bring back a lot of the part timers. I'm sure. We may get Reigns and Rock, or not Reigns. We may get Rock and Triple H. And we may get Reigns and Triple H.
I don't want
Yes.
to see that.
Also, well, if we don't get Stingers versus Taker,
Or maybe I feel like they're
going
gonna give Reigns a Daniel Bryan treatment. I feel like they're like, oh, they got behind Daniel Bryan because of this story and this and this.
Wait, Daniel Bryan. I never heard because I know some announcement like a couple days ago. What was it?
Oh yeah, who even knows if Daniel Bryan's gonna be back before then?
No. I'm sure from what I've read and what I've heard, they already cleared him, but WWE's not letting him come back yet because they'll ruin their plans.
They're gonna get the view. They're gonna make the views get higher because everybody loves Daniel Bryan. You're gonna ruin everything. It's gonna make things better because people are gonna chant yes every week instead of saying you look stupid. How about you bring Daniel Bryan in to help? He's not hurting at all. He's helping us. People don't like the World Heavyweight Champion. When do you not respect the World Heavyweight Champion?
Well,
The last time for me I haven't respected the World Champion was since that long ago, mad long ago. So for you not to respect Sheamus is reasonable, but for to say that Daniel Bryan's gonna ruin your story, your stupid pathetic storytelling is just awful, and I feel like they should bring Daniel Bryan back if they want to actually have.
Well, it's because they got things planned for Roman Reigns, and if they feel like they bring Daniel Bryan back now, he's gonna overshadow Roman Reigns.
And which also
just like last year, everybody was pissed off. Everybody was pissed off that Roman Reigns won and Daniel Bryan got eliminated.
And then I automatically thought of the Triple H podcast with Stone Cold, where Triple H mentioned that this is the type of era where WWE can't really just do their plans, like ask the fan if WWE Creative doesn't do something properly, like even involving Daniel Bryan, then the fans will just turn on everything else that they're trying to do. So they're trying to do it the old-fashioned way, but it's not really working right now.
And how is that working for them? They have the lowest rating since 1997. That's working perfectly.